Greetings, AP coordinators. We are back with a super quick conversation with AP coordinator superstar, Rachel McBride.
And we're calling this a good as gold daily vitamin to supplement our collective knowledge around some updates for AP coordinators. It's our version of a what's new list.
With all the original information coming from the AP Coordinator's Manual, Part 2.
And that means we are focused on paper and pencil testing.
And with that said, let's get started. I am Derek Cometa.
And I am Rachel McBride.
And this is a special daily vitamin episode of Coordinated.
Hello, everyone. This is Carrie and Carrie, AP coordinators and moderators for the AP coordinator community. Today, we want to share some important information. Students use their College Board account to access the digital AP exams they've been authorized to take by the AP coordinator. Along with this, students should know how to log in and check their personal College Board account information.
The AP program will send email reminders to students before exam day. Those emails are sent to the email address associated with the student's College Board account. This information includes a backup method to access their exam. So, it's a good practice for AP coordinators to remind students that they should know which email address is associated with their College Board account.
I'm also encouraging my students to check their email frequently, particularly in the weeks leading up to their digital exams. If they aren't receiving emails, instructions students should take are found in the AP Digital Testing Guide, page 38. Students can also provide their cell number within their account and opt in to receive texts on the latest AP updates too.
Also, if you're not yet on the AP Coordinator community, we'd love to have you join us. The community is a great place for coordinators to ask questions and share best practices with other coordinators from around the world. Simply go to apcommunity.collegeboard.org to sign up. Again, that's apcommunity.collegeboard.org.
Thanks, everyone, and best of luck with your AP exams.
All right, Rachel, here's a nugget of new information from the AP Coordinator's Manual, Part 2. And it's something that could be new to even experienced AP coordinators like yourself.
And today's topic is ordering free response booklets. And I'm glad we're talking about this today because I cannot tell a lie. I have never ordered these before, so I definitely do have some questions like, when do I have to order them by, and why, and how? And Derek, I'm starting to panic again, so
Rachel, no need to panic. No action is required to get the free response booklets scored for students. That happens automatically. What we are talking about today is the option of having the completed free response booklets sent back to the school after scoring, and they're sent back to be used as a professional development tool for AP teachers. This is often a point of confusion for new or newer AP coordinators, or in your case, Rachel, even an experienced AP coordinator.
Yes. Well, thank you. I do feel a little better. So if I do want to order these free response booklets for professional development, what is the deadline?
Good question. The deadline for ordering 2021 AP exam free response booklets is April 30th, 2021 at, of course, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. There is a charge for this service that varies from a total of $60 to $300, depending on how many booklets. And that cost will be added to a school's 2021 AP exam invoice, which will be generated in AP registration and ordering. And the booklets are sent to schools between October and January.
Okay, so that definitely helps to clarify. Seriously, this is not the first time, though, that I've heard about this. I've talked to a lot of coordinators during the mini workshops, and as a former teacher, I can understand how this could be a really powerful tool. There's nothing like seeing the responses from your own students. And even back when I was teaching English, I would always try to get my hands on some real examples of scored testing items. They were seriously helpful for instruction and practice, so...
Sounds like you kind of miss your teaching days, Rachel.
Right. Am I that obvious? I do miss teaching, but in all honesty, the AP coordinator role allows me to stay in touch and work with some pretty phenomenal students and teachers at my school. So perhaps I owe it to them to order these free response booklets this year.
I'm a believer. My former school did use these as part of a professional development plan. And in fact, I know some schools use them as a formal part of professional development days. As you said, Rachel, they can be a very powerful tool. And everyone, more information can be found on this topic in the AP Coordinators Manual Part 2. We'll put a link to that and the specific page numbers in our show notes.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. And Derek, this is actually the last of our paper pencil related daily vitamins for this spring. I'm a little sad.
I am as well. And with all these daily vitamins, I hope we've done our part to promote good health among AP coordinators. And thanks for helping out, Rachel McBride. We all appreciate you very much.
It has been my pleasure, Derek. And thanks to everyone for listening to the show.
Hey, Rachel, one final question. You have been sharing so much insight on some of the details and the tasks for AP coordinators this spring. I want to step back for a moment and just look at this from a larger perspective. So, Rachel McBride, what does being an AP coordinator mean to you?
Well, I thought you might be asking me that at some point, Derek, so I'm prepared. As we mentioned a few times in these episodes, 4 years ago, I left my position as an English teacher of 15 years to become a school counselor. And while I do love my job as a counselor, I did and still do really miss the relationships I developed with my students and that sense of completion I'd get after completing a unit, grading a stack of papers, or witnessing my students grow and learn. However, a wise colleague of mine once mentioned in a meeting, and I quote, "Humans get energy from completion." And that made a lot of sense to me. It just really stuck. So that's where my energy had been coming from. And so in the classroom, I had that sense of completion and I thrived on those relationships. And that gave me energy and drive. So I took a step back, reevaluated my situation, and I realized that my role as AP coordinator really, strangely enough, was an opportunity to find these things again. And I can honestly say that I've found that sense of community. I'm building those relationships. And, I have those great relationships with my students and staff. So I also have that feeling of completion after each testing administration. I'm sure a lot of coordinators can relate. And that while I might be physically exhausted, that's what fuels me, to provide the students with the best opportunity to build their futures. Coordinated is co-authored by myself, Rachel McBride, and Derek Kameta. Derek also records, designs, and produces each episode. Our executive producer is Bill Lankenow. Our podcast logo was created by Amy O at Savannah Arts Academy. And our theme music is Good as Gold by Jackie Ray, former AP Music Theory student at Oakton High School.
We hope you enjoy these conversations and always appreciate it if you rate, review, and subscribe to Coordinated in your podcast application. And please do not forget about the interactive mini workshop series. They are free and you can register right now at collegeboard.org/AP coordinator training. AP coordinator superstars like Rachel are helping out with those, and you just might see her there.
Well, Derek, thanks so much for having me. It really has been a pleasure spending this time with everyone. And you know what they say about AP coordinators, Derek?
Yes, I know. I've heard it a time or two. Finish it out, Rachel.
AP coordinators, no doubt, we are always good as gold.
And maybe I just don't